He's so good. B-Town's finest, handsome Lagosian. Name ring bells on both sides of the ocean. Falsetto finesse, to him baby girl I wear out of a stretcher. She be like
I got places to go. People to see, time is precious. I look at my Cartier out of control. Just like my mind where I'm going. The women, the shorties know nothing about clothes. No stopping at my Pirelli's on. Unlike my jewelry that's always on. I know the storm is coming. My pockets keep telling me it's gonna shower. Call up my homies, it's on and popping the night cause it's meant to be ours. We keep a fadeaway shot cause we ballin' and spittin' up every hour. Look mama, ow, you just like the flowers. Girl, you the truth with all that goody power.
Built on the site of a former piano factory, there's been plenty of music made on the field here in the decade since it opened back in 1998. Welcome everyone to M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. Up next, it's our main event between the Washington Commanders and the Baltimore Ravens. Final month to push for the playoffs or start preparing for the future. Here we go. It's week 14. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Now here's Keaton Mitchell with the run. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Here's Jackson. Jump off caught by his back. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from my face compressor. Ground control with a soul like Chloe, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure. I don't really want to brag. I'm just telling you that I'm leaving with a bag. High five to the Scarlet's range. From the outlaw that'll never get tamed. Biscuit beats from the...
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
Ready! Press it on!
Lamar now from the gun. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Commanders take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Well, we all know everybody wants to avoid an opening drive 3-and-out partner, but given how that one just went, an opening drive punt probably doesn't seem too bad right now.
No, I think everybody on that sideline would co-sign, especially the quarterback. And you also now give life to this defense and their offense that runs on the field.
On the ground, this is Damian Martinez. He dodged the tackle. And he's down to almost... Oh, no, actually going to give him the 30 here. It's a 13-yard play.
like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
Hop 70, hop 70. Let's go.
Going to the ground again on first. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here's a give to Martinez. And their next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down to that 17-yard line. They gain 11 on that play, and that's going to give the Commanders a first down.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play-action pass to come.
Here we go, here we go.
From the red zone now. Intercepted in the end zone!
That's one of those drives, Kate, especially on the opening drive. You come to the sidelines, and all you're thinking about, unfortunately, is the failure at the end. It's kind of like being a student. You're so good all semester, and then you just bomb the final exam.
The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10.
Ready. Sit up. Ready. Finish it up. Yo. Sit up.
This drive's going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. It really creates some indecision now defensively.
Sit up. Sit up. 180. Sit up.
Lamar out of the pistol. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Third and long for him here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And that brings up 4th and long.
If you're keeping stats, that's now 0 for 2 on keeping drives going and hopefully not an indicator of what's to come. You know, you don't convert on 3rd down. You're not only playing against your opponents, you start playing with your own psyche as well.
Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. 4th down, and it'll be the native of County Wicklow in Ireland, Daniel Whelan, on to punt. Jalen Lane back deep for the Commanders. Escapes a defender. And he's going to set him up with a pretty short field here, Brock, after getting a big chunk on that return.
At the 37-yard line.
On the double.
New set of downs from the 37.
Let's go. 18 Cardinals.
Here's Martinez. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
This offense has now left some ground to make up a little bit here on second down. After that drive starts, but very minimal gain.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. They'll go play action. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And he scores. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders just need 2 snaps to steal a lead.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got a single high or too high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
Now they'll try to knock the extra point through. The point after splits the upright. And the Commanders will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up 1st and 10. Running right with Mitchell. And he takes it down to the 33. Give him 32 on that play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, well, the best of them take advantage of it.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he gets it forward to show about a yard out of that. It was Max Melton who held him down there.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. A designed run, Jackson keeping it. And he's going to have this one down to the 20. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the first.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback who could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
The Ravens getting their first look inside the red zone. They've got 1st and 10 from the 20. Mitchell gets it from the gun. And they're going to have 1st first and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Offense in position now. It's first and goal. Mitchell. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up. Following the play, we have an injured commander. The training staff out there to check on him as we pause. Second and goal coming up from the 7. Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into third and goal.
He was brought down by Max Nelson. A 3-yard loss on the play. It's third and goal.
Now again, right side to Mitchell. That play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. The Commanders have an early lead. Back to the bank in just a moment. Back at the beginning of the second quarter, Ravens in possession. Everyone's out there, so let's get things restarted. Oops, knocks it through. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
What a season this guy is having. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. I really hope I didn't just jinx it.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Power squib kick is taken in. Huge effort sets up his offense in a great spot on the opposite side of the field.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone. So hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on a short field. And you've got to believe all this offense is thinking is let's capitalize and find that end zone.
The big play at some 17 yards. And that's good for a Washington first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And a Washington first down.
Let's go.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. He's taken down as they very quickly get into first and goal.
I love that jet sweep for so many different reasons, Kate. But I really love when you get your athlete coming across, building up speed, so you can take off once that edge is set. He gets to that field, turns that type of run into a highlight reel run.
Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Catch made. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback.
Forces that one, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malachi Starks. Well, how quickly things can change. They were looking so good just a couple of plays ago, and suddenly, not anymore. A red zone look comes up empty with that interception.
I think the pressure got to him there, Kate. And I don't even mean all those pass rushers, although they were certainly coming too. I mean the pressure of being third down in the red zone. That's where you got to slow yourself down as a quarterback and know you've got to simply protect the football.
It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
He He was brought down at the 10-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Running out of the gun with Mitchell. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they both showed up on that run.
He's taken down as he takes this to the 38. He picks up 28 on the play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Run drawn up here for Lamar. It's a race down the right side. And for the moment, that's going to be a touchdown. Whether it will stand, though, well, that depends on the call on this flag. You don't get too many plays of that size in a game, and that flag takes away one of them. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. From the gun, Jackson. Pass caught by Gould. And he's taken down at the 30.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on the drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Mitchell up the middle. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Running this with Kelly. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. And they're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't, they call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
So after the sack, quite the situation they find themselves in. Here comes 2nd and 22. They'll run. This is Mitchell. He takes it ahead for about 4 yards. It's 3rd down. Quite a defensive battle, Brock, that we have got so far as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from M&T Bank Stadium coming up. It's a nickel look from the Commanders. 3rd down. Here he goes. 3rd and long. He is walked. That ball's free. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens picked up the fumble and ran it home. That right there was impressive, Brock. Even with the fumble, absolutely no panic on his part. Finding that football, keeping the play going, and taking it in for 6.
I am just hearing my old offensive coordinator, Tom Moore, say whoever plays the hardest and longest wins. And that's what you got to do. You got to play harder. You got to play longer than your opponent. And when you get an opportunity, go seize it.
The extra point is up and through by Luke. And the Ravens push their lead to 3.
Commanders 7. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10.
Ready?
Now Martinez. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. The pickup of 17. That's going to give the Commanders a 1st down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
Come on, let's go!
Now run with Martinez. Got him a good handful there as it brings up 2nd down.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Here we go, set! Cowboy 80! Ready?
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Oh no, they get him yet again! And the Ravens are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
The Ravens take over first.
That last interception gave him a chance to take the lead, partner. And now their defense gets them another one so they can start growing this advantage.
Yeah, this defense letting them know we don't want to defend a small lead. Here's the ball again. Go get us a 2-score advantage this time.
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Mitchell takes it straight ahead. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. And he'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. This one's set up for Lamar. Fights his way through a tackle. Up to the races, middle of the field. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens grow their lead just before halftime. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. They broke out the design, run for him there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, hey, QB, do your thing, get us 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, Kate, because it really gives you an extra hat, right? An extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
Commanders 7. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Fields this one at the 3. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he drives that buck backward on a gain of 4. The Commanders in the hurry-up. They're hustling for the line. Takes the handoff. Now to throw. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Taken away by the rookie from USC. And the Ravens get the football back with minimal time to go in our half.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens set it up first and 10. This one left for Lamar. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. He fields it from the 8. And this drive will start inside the 25. All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes first and 10. Running is Martinez. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Greg, who already got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, kid, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break out something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
Throw to 45. And they'll finally get him down at the 37-yard line. Getting even 40 out of that one. And that's good for a Washington first down. We've set it down from the 37. Straight ahead, it's Irving. They're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's going to give the Commanders a first down. He'll look to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Tag! 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Trap roll 80, go!
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Pass caught, 9-yard line. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. Nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have first and goal to figure out.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Goal to go. It's a pass play. He just got rid of it, Brock, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag. Well, I've always wanted to ask this, so this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he is in. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders cut into the lead coming out of halftime. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right? When you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath, and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
Commanders 14.
Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Running money up to a whole nother level. I don't know no better. When I got rich and deep, bro, coming slow, 6 racks on a sweater. Think I'm cheating, I'm just chilling with the fellas. Grandma always told me never.
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Lamar off the play fake. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Lamar. It's his running back. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for Ravens first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. Good coverage on that deep ball downfield. Throw knocked away, and that's going to send it back to the line for 2nd.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Now Jackson off the play action. He just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And the incompletions continuing to stack up here, Brock. 3 straight plays as the defender knocks it away. Now it's 4th down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got 1 hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
And oh, just a hair too much on that kick. The punt lands in the end zone. This one's coming out to the 20. Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. It sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Throw left side, complete. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense. They're the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
Space on the right. He's got room. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders take a 3rd quarter lead. Wow, just sensational Sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
That one splits the uprights. And the Commanders take a 4-point lead. The Commanders kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up 1st and 10. Mitchell on the carry. And he's going to get forward for a gain of about 7 on that run. It's 2nd down.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, a nice little run to set the table.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Again, this is Mitchell. All right, short of the marker for the moment. They've got 3rd and short coming up from their own 44.
2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Design run. Jackson keeping it. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Going for it on their own side, Brock. Okay, bold call, but they only need a yard. Here's Mitchell. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
When you call that play in the huddle as a quarterback, you break the huddle, and you can almost feel it right from the jump. You get that surge at the point of attack on 4th and short. They did, and then some to move those chains.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. One drawn up here for Lamar. And he won't get beyond the line of scrimmage. Good work by the defense. 2nd down coming up.
Boy, is it tough to fool this defense with how well they read and react to these plays. Held the line, and the QB keeper gets nada.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. They're working a couple yards past the line. Tackled by Luke Arotaro. We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's the Ravens' ball. They come in trailing, but that lead is within reach. Play number 7 on this drive, and they need 7 here on 3rd down. On the handoff, here's Mitchell. He's trying to get away, but unable to do so. They catch him behind the line on 3rd down. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. And that's going to pin them as deep as it can go. They're going to be set up inside their own 5-yard line. right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10.
Ready.
Here's a give to Martinez. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Gained a little bit there. Kind of feels like a gain of nothing. You know why? Because you're still playing with your backs against the end zone. No real breathing room. No margin for error.
Last run only gained 1 yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Back on 80. 60 by 6. 60 by 6. Check 60. Check. Go.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Short pass brought in. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. A good hit, but sure would have loved for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the 1st down. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Here's Martinez. He's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. He gets 16 yards on that play. And that's good for a Washington 1st down. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. 1st down, play action. They'll just throw it away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe, maybe.
Yeah, because you nailed that one.
Some yardage lost and 1st down lost too with that grounding flag. This is 2nd and long. They'll run here following the penalty. He's going to get him 7 there. It's 3rd down coming up.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Offense going with a 4-receiver set, 3rd and long.
Ready.
He's going to throw this one. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
They're bringing out Mitch Wisnowski to punt it away on 4th. And this is the 1st time he's been called on today. And they'll down this kick at the 11-yard line, so long field ahead on this next possession. Thought he had a chance to block it, but he ends up wiping out the kicker instead, and that's going to award their offense a 1st down. This drive should have been over, partner, but running into the puncher gives him new life, and this 1st down. Running it after the penalty. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
One thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
Come on. Ready.
Back to throw. Finds Martinez on the drop down. And they make the tackle at the 38. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's going to give the Commanders a 1st down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. They got 21 yards on the play. And that's good for a Washington 1st down.
19 Tiger. Go.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And this is going to be just what this defense ordered. A great play to back these guys up, shift the momentum a little here in the 4th.
On the jump.
A momentary speed bump there on what has otherwise been a great drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Looking in the air here. They did it! He made the interception! Roquan Smith with the pick. And the Ravens have some new life in the 4th. There are mostly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
And this is going to come to an end right at the 32-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Okay, to run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
First down, and they go right back to it. Nothing doing on the outside there. No gain on the run. That's going to bring up second down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Lamar now from the gun. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. That one missed the mark. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Looking to throw. Connects on the crosser. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down.
Hey, report.
Desperation time here. That one finds his man, likely. And he's touched as they pick up that first down on 4th. That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Ravens losing by 4.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
1st and 10 from the 43.
Get on! What are you?
Play action now with Jackson. Trying to push deep downfield. He's got it inside the 25. It's a massive 35-yard pickup. First down.
Look at the touch he put on that throw down the field. That was a masterpiece. He was the artist behind it, laying it in the perfect spot to create the big play.
So Reed here and give to Mitchell. They're backed up. Not a stop they could afford, Brock, as this one loses yards.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, that came at the perfect time.
Drive's been moving nicely, but they went the wrong way on that last snap. It's 2nd and 13. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And the Commanders make the play that should win in this game.
You know what? With yet another interception, you know what it might be time to do, Kate? Just run it. Run it.
Ready, get!
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Rolling back, gets the handoff. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Martin lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11.
Let's go now.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Running the screen here for Martinez. Able to take this to about the 35. That's a gain of 5 on the play.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now.
Hold the ready.
So now here's 3rd and 5.
Come on, come on. Hey.
Here he is to throw. Wow, still throwing, and this is intercepted. Picked up by Malachi Starks. And the Ravens take over with a chance to win this game.
Well, we're watching the defense not just generate turnovers, but really add to them. A return like that, think about it, that's 4 or 5 plays that you just saved your offense from as they try to make that interception, yet another one, count.
Got it off that interception, Brock. Let's see if they can pay that off with points. Here's 1st and goal. Mitchell does not get in. His push is stopped just short of that goal line.
Oh, so... aggravatingly close to a safety on that one right there, Kate. Just a matter of a foot, and they could have had some points on the board defensively.
Lining up on the doorstep. 2nd and goal from inside the 1. Mitchell again. And he will not get in. The defense holds. So here's their 3rd and final timeout. 7 seconds left of this game.
I think I can see that sideline considering a challenge down there. It was close, but I think he got barely enough to escape the end zone. Another run might not be so lucky.
3rd and hardly anything. Just need the length of the football. Mitchell. And he's in, and that's a touchdown. And with almost no time left, he just likely won this game. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minutes.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's brought down, Brock, and that brings his ball game to a close. So in front of the flock of fans in the stands, the Ravens get the win at home. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths, because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? We're both.
All of us.
Yeah,
all of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now, and that they felt at every major turn throughout the second half. There's just something about a close game, the intensity that's there in every moment that you love to experience as a player, and that you hope in all these moments you can execute so you're the one celebrating and riding that wave of emotion.